Morning, I'm Neil Campbell from Raybot in Gerringong, here in one of my favourite spots in the whole of Gerringong, standing on the hill overlooking Mokel Cronin Oval. To me, there's probably no better spot to be on a winter's afternoon than standing here having a beer with your mates and watching the Gerringong Lions go around. The more important matters, or maybe not so important matters, is the real estate market in Gerringong, which is still flying along. We did expect it maybe ease off in the new year. That certainly hasn't been the case at this point in time. In April, we've seen sales of 8 properties in Gerringong, 8 homes that is, and 2 vacant blocks of land. The highest sale of a residential property there was for $1 million for a home when we auctioned in Wilson Avenue last month. The highest vacant land sale was the sale of a vacant block over on Tasman Drive for $985,000, a really strong result, So surprised us all, but that's really good for the marketplace here in Gerringong. Just shows Tasman Drive has become the premier street in Gerringong, I think, so where our highest prices are being achieved. The Gerringong market's been a little bit quieter, just the one sale of a property in Gerringong through April. There's currently 3 properties on the market out there at the moment, or homes on the market. We've got 2 vacant blocks of land out there that have been on the market a little while, but there's been good activity on them and an offer accepted on one block and some good offers on the other block. So again, showing the strength of the market. Surprisingly, the Gerringong market, most people think it's a summer market, and obviously it's been very good this summer, but over the past probably 5 to 6 years we've seen the market in Gerringong through autumn and winter being better than any other time of the year. So I think people see it in summer, then they come back and do their purchasing or their more serious buying and things through that cooler month. So that's will just be interesting to see what happens out there, but there's certainly a lack of stock in Gerringong at the current time. Just a couple of things happening. We had 4 auctions last month of properties here in Gerringong. We had 3 rural sales. There was 2 here on Mount Pleasant, 50 acres, which sold prior to auction for 1.65. A nice little home on an acre block sold for 1.2 million prior to auction as well. We had the house I was just talking about in Wilson Avenue, sold for a great price of $1 million at auction last Wednesday night. And then just the one property still left from those auctions called Miranjani. We have 3 auctions coming up this month. We have a lovely 3-bedroom home, good investment property down in Burnett Avenue. We've got another home in Wilson Avenue, number 28, which is a great property in a great location there, fantastic views over Weary Beach, and a property not overcapitalised. That's getting some interest, and probably the star performer for us at the moment is a home we've just listed for auction as well at 1 Weary Street down on the lagoon there at north end of Weary Beach, and we've had in excess of 40 inspections on that property within 2 weeks, and there's really good inquiry on that property, and just showing that there is plenty of people out there looking to invest in the Gerringong or Weary Beach market. Just a couple of things to touch on as well in relation to the rural market. We've mentioned in the last couple of months that demand there or inquiry has been much stronger, and that's really translated to some sales. The last 2 months there's been 8 sales of rural properties in our market area, stretching from the north at Albion Park through just into the Berry or Higher Shoalhaven area, and that's extraordinary really. We often see 12-month period go to get 8 sales of larger rural properties, but there's been 8 in the last 2 months. It's transferred from all that inquiry inspections. We've been having 2 sales, which is good. The highest price there we achieved was for a vacant 100-acre lot on Saddleback Mountain for the phenomenal price of $3,975,000. Really good result. And we also saw Tongarra Mine Farm at Albion Park. It's been there a little while. That sold for $2,150,000. That's a good result for a 100-acre property there. And also a very strong result was the sale of Coolangatta Farm there just down these Shoalhaven Heads, 46 acres, a beautiful little place, and that sold for full price of $2.1 million. So, and how quickly we're seeing now a shortage of rural stock on the market, so we'll think that'll keep continuing to keep pressure on the market there as we work through autumn and into winter, which is often quieter in that side of things. There's talk in the media this week as well of possible interest rate drop next month. That's really, if that does happen and we drop down below 2%, the cash rate, that's really going to keep the market strong in this area, both for home buyers and for investors. So only good things to come as we move through the year, just looking at factors like that. So that's it from me for April. It's been a good month. We're hoping to see, as the weather has been absolutely brilliant through this autumn period, which we love here on the coast, hopefully the market continue to be the same. Thanks.